At 80 years old, she sued Netflix for $5 million, not for the money, but because of one sentence. That year, Netflix receives a notice, a lawsuit, $5 million. Inside Netflix, no one understands what's happening. The TV show is fiction, a made up story, a made up character. So why are they being sued? Because they missed one small detail. In the very last episode, in the very last scene, there is a single line, just one sentence, and that sentence quietly erases a real woman's entire life. That alone sounds strange. It was never about money, it was about the line that tried to turn 70 years of history into something smaller, something easier, something false. So, let's rewind. October 2020. The Queen's Gambit comes out. Everyone watches it. People love it, rewatch it. Chess suddenly starts to boom. People buy boards, kids start playing, everyone becomes curious. And everyone says the same thing. Finally, a story about a woman who dares to play a man's game. Meanwhile, in Tbilisi, a 79-year-old woman watches the last episode. She hears her name, which already feels strange, and then she hears this. There is Nona Gaprindashvili, but she is women's world champion, and she has never played against men. What? Never played against men? That line sounds small, almost harmless, but it quietly deletes everything she actually did, because Nona didn't challenge the system in some dramatic way. Her whole life was simply about being treated as an equal. She was born in 1941 in small Georgian town. Five older brothers, one girl. Her brothers teach her chess when she was 5. They don't think much of it at first. Then she starts winning. By 11 she beats all of them. By 12 she replaces one of them at tournament and beats the strongest player on the team. On the train right there. At that point there is no big speech. Coaches start to realize something simple. She is really good. So she trains, plays, keeps showing up. By 21 she becomes world champion. And here where it gets more interesting. She doesn't stop and say, okay, I will only play women, this is my place. She looks around and thinks, why wouldn't I play as an equal? By the mid 1960s, she is already playing against male grandmaster. 1968, the exact year the show claims she never played men, she has already played dozens of them and beaten many of them. There is no drama, no scandal, she just sits down and plays the game, holds the women's world title for 16 years, while at the same time continuing to enter open tournaments. The next year she became the first woman in history to receive the Grandmaster title, and decades later a TV show says she never played men. That's why it hurts. September 2021. Nona Gaprindashvili files a defamation lawsuit against Netflix in the U.S. District Court for the Central District of California, seeking $5 million in damages. The suit alleged that a line in the Queen's Gambit falsely states she has never faced men, which she argues is sexist, belittling, and misrepresents her career. In November the same year, Netflix files an anti-SLAPP motion and motion to dismiss, asking the court to strike the case. An anti-SLAPP motion is a legal tool used to stop lawsuits that target protected speech. In December, Gaprindashvili's legal team files an opposition to Netflix's anti-SLAPP motion, arguing the case should continue. In 2022, in January, hearings take place and the court issued a key decision. U.S. District Judge Virginia Phillips denied Netflix's motion to dismiss the defamation claim, ruling that fictional works are not automatically immune from defamation when the real people are named. Netflix cannot rely on the show's fictional status if it presents false statements as fact. Netflix appeals the ruling to the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. And finally, in September 2022, Netflix and Gaprindashvili reached private settlement. The amount is undisclosed. No public apology is issued. Today she is 84. She still plays chess. She still wins tournaments. And honestly, that's the most Nona part of the story. Because while people argue about history, she's still doing what she always done. Some people talk about changing the game. Nona never talk about it. She just played and the game changed on its own. Netflix learned a lesson. Thanks for watching. If this story stayed with you, give the video a like. And if you want more stories like this, you're always welcome to subscribe. Bye.